Hello, good morning, and welcome to ABS Sports Splash. My name is Tilekweme Daniel, and today in the studios I have my brother. I don't know if you've handed over your crown, but you still have the gold medal there. Gold medalist of okay, it's down on record.
Well, I've not handed over, you understand? But I've not.
Okay,
But it's still
okay.
on record, yeah.
All right, I have Ajilochukwu here with me today, where we'll be dissecting sports. A lot happened in the world of football last weekend, and we will be bringing some of the stories that makes up, this last weekend. Ajolo, last weekend you were very, very happy. I can even Mimi too, Meko Keke, all of you guys are all happy that Chelsea has started seeing their time. I mean, they are doing well now when it comes to the understanding is beginning to show up.
Well, thanks for inviting me. And then, secondly, talking about Chelsea, I think rather than praise Chelsea for what they did, I think I would rather say Manchester City weren't on their right stride in that day, because how often do you see a Guardiola team concede 4 goals? Those are the kind of things you need to come up and ask yourself. You understand? And when you say Chelsea, we did well, they shot beyond everybody's expectations by scoring 4 goals. Then you now ask yourself, why would Guardiola have conceded 4 goals? You understand? There were certain instances in that match I was beginning to wonder, where could this game actually swing into? Because Guardiola had 1 or 2 issues when it has to do with his own setup. Then Chelsea, will I say, probably maybe that mentality that, come, we can do it. And then you begin to wonder, since the Premiership started this season, they seem to have this thing going about playing the big teams, you understand? Is that they have a formula of playing the big teams.
But what I want to bring out of it is that Chelsea have started seeing, getting the right form. That's the angle that I'm going to.
The angle that you're going to Chelsea getting the right form, definitely when you have a massive clear out like Chelsea did, you understand, and change over ownership, backroom staff, players, influx and everything like that, it will take time before
that's what I'm saying.
I don't even see Chelsea getting into their stride yet, sincerely speaking. You don't get into your stride and then you be tense on the position just because you had a 4-4 with Man City the other day, and you played a 2-2 with Arsenal.
So you are not still convinced that they are there yet?
They are not there yet.
Okay, thank you.
They will still take time to get
there.
Exactly.
But you're beginning to see traces that they are getting there.
Well, probably when their players come back from injury, then we can now see. You don't play well against the big teams and then you go losing 2-0 at home to teams that are fighting relegation. So you are not there yet. You understand?
Okay, let's go straight into some of the stories we have today for you. Obasoji to replace Okoye for the World Cup qualifier. On Friday, Nigeria will be starting the World Cup qualifier between, they'll be having them against Lesotho and Zimbabwe. And a lot of players will be going off and on. And the latest is that Maduka Okoye, who ought to be the keeper, has he stepped aside, that Obasoji has replaced him. And Obasoji is the goalkeeper of Insurance of Benin. This guy was part of the history why Insurance of Benin did very well last season.
Yeah.
And Jose Pesira found it worthy to be part of the team, irrespective that he said Uzoho still remains his number one. Now, the problem in the goalkeeping department, do you see Obasoji and the other home-based keeper, Olorunke, do you see them, trying to struggle this jersey from Uzoho?
Well, I think I have to commend Pesero even for having that insight, you understand, to look inwards into our Nigerian professional league and then bring up players that have been doing exceptionally well for their club side, you understand. And no doubt, you understand, Obasoji did well with Insurance of Benin last season, bearing in mind that they went a streak of games without even conceding goals. So that is a good one for him. But then at the same time, playing for national team, Nigerian national team, like any other national team, should be all about hunger. Who is more determined? Who is hungrier to play? I think we've seen Uzoho have his own 1 or 2 flops in games where we believe that, based on the fact that he's playing in Europe, had a superlative game against Manchester United.
Been to the World
Cup.
I've
been to the World Cup with Manchester United in the
Super Eagles. He was our keeper in the World Cup.
We now expect that there is a stage whereby you have this stability, but that young man has not had that stability. So I believe maybe when the time
Somebody said maybe he might be having family problems.
By the time he has competitor, you understand,
Yes.
stiff competition, you understand, from credible players from the Nigerian local league, probably that will make him sit up and make him sit up and know that, guy, if I don't perform, some other person, you understand, will come and take over this place. I just wish the young man a superlative outing in this Lesotho and Zambia World Cup qualifiers.
All right, former Kwara coach Sam Unanel said he is confident that Super Eagles would beat Lesotho in Uyo. The team are assembled in Uyo now. So many players are coming back home. We'll still get to the stories. And Jose Pesiro and all his assistants, they are already on ground there in Uyo to make sure that Super Eagles have a very good outing. You know, and the former Kwara coach says that he sees Super Eagles destroying Lesotho. What do you think about that?
Well, the word destroy now, irrespective of the fact that Lesotho is mean in African football, but then, like they always say, there are some shocks that will definitely come up, but I don't expect Super Eagles to sweat over Lesotho, you understand? But at the same time, you begin to wonder, can we actually get our win all our games in this group? Because these are the areas where we need to show our dominance, you understand?
Yes.
We need to show, because Nigerian Super Eagles, when you look at our team right now, you will believe that we have a rich vein of form in the attacking department of the team. So now, we want that, we want that to translate to superlative actions, as in results, so that we begin to make people understand that come next year, by the time Nations Cup begins, Nigeria will be amongst the first 3 teams that they will be, you understand, earmarking to win the Nations Cup. And I think we're long overdue for that, based on the array of players that we have now, playing good football at their respective clubs, you understand, and stepping up their game.
All over the world.
You understand? So these are the areas where we begin to stamp our authority and then put it through. But I believe that Nigeria should walk over Lesotho without any doubt. Okay.
All right, we're still talking sports on Sports Plus this morning. Nathan Teller, my family is eager to watch me wear Super Eagles jersey. Nathan Teller is the latest to be included in the Super Eagles team because of some of the players that are injured. Nathan Teller has been with Southampton, but he went on loan to Bundesliga's team that is playing alongside with the red-hot Victor Boniface at Bayer Leverkusen. And this young man has been doing well. He's red-hot as well. And now he said this is his 4th call-up to the national team. And he's saying that his families are all watching, waiting to see him don the Super Eagles jersey. You know, there's this euphoria, there is this sense of belonging. There's this sense that, whoa, finally I'm the one, you know, I got this invitation and I'm wearing the Super Eagles. So this guy is saying, all his mind is focused, you know, to be like, I must wear this jersey. And the family say, let us see you wear it now. We want to see it. And that's what he's trying to tell Nigeria and say, wow, he can't wait to wear this. This young man has been doing well in the Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. He just scored a goal last weekend.
Yeah, Bayer Leverkusen, they are doing a very, very good job now. Based on the coach that they have, you understand? These are the players.
And Victor Boniface just won the 3rd rookie award as the player of the month. Of the month. 3 consecutively.
You understand? Where is Harry Kane when Boniface is winning this? Well, they will call him rookie. Harry Kane is more like a veteran anyway. When you talk about, like you rightly said, the pride in representing your country. I knew what it was when I represented Anambra State at the last sports festival, you understand? There's this joy and pride, fulfillment that comes with it. And then you now go there and you excel. I don't think there's anything for an athlete that surpasses that. So we wish this young man all that is with him. And then we want him to go to the national team and then pick up from where he's stopping at Bayern Leverkusen, because that is what we see. I'm telling you, Daniel, that Nigerian players, there's this aura of confidence that Nigerian players ooze in their respective clubs. And I want that earnestly to translate into laurels for Super Eagles. You understand? Yeah. It's just unfortunate that we missed out on the World Cup, you understand? But the Nations Cup should be like the least that we should achieve to target by winning it. Even though it's playing in the corridors or in the backyard of one of our arch rivals when it has to do with African football, which is Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
There's this triangle, I think we have Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Nigeria.
With Senegal.
I don't think we have much of a problem with Senegal
because Diouf has always been our headache those days. You know,
Nigerian
Ghana 2000
and the few times we have excelled against Cote d'Ivoire in Nations Cup, we end up winning it. I remember vividly 1994. You understand? That semi-finals. That was
2013 as well.
That was one of
quarterfinals as well. Semi-finals we played them.
That was one of the toughest matches we had then. So probably maybe at the knockout stage we might meet these people and then we'll knock them out and probably win the Nations Cup. And then I still can't wait for us to win the Nations Cup, sincerely speaking, based on what we have on stake now.
So you're wishing Nathan Taylor
the very best.
We want to see him. Want to see what he'll be able to do for his father's country.
Of course.
Okay. All right. As players begin to come in for the two-way World Cup qualifier, Jamilu Collins says that they are battle ready and they will not give all. They will give all it takes to make sure that Super Eagles win the Lesotho match and the Zimbabwe match. You could see players, they are already in the airport. You see Omero is there. You see Umar Sadiq, and also that's Jamil Collins. As they came in, you know, and they're trying to say that they are battle ready. There's not going to be any lack of concentration. They want to concentrate and, you know, deliver. Now, somebody said that last week Tuesday, one of the sports analysts said, Jose Peseiro needs. I said, don't you think he's already having headache, you know, in Houston. He said,
pleasant headache.
Yeah, he said that headache must be there. Because you could see that all Nigerian players are all doing well. The players you're seeing that he invited, apart from Aribo, who has not been playing regularly. Yeah. But we all know what Aribo could do when he's been called up, you know. Every other players, you know, is red hot, from the defense to the attack.
Even to the goalkeeping department, where we are still trying to sort ourselves out. We are still having some little bit of
now, do you see Jose Peseiro, you know, knowing what to do, how to? Because I think every coach should have like 2 or 3 formations, you know, with your players. If this is not working, you switch over to this. If this one is not working, you have to switch over to the third one. Definitely one would definitely play out. Now, do you see Jose Peseiro like the tactician that would lead us to the promised land?
Well, sincerely speaking,
having in mind the kind of crop of players that we have now that are all dangerously fit.
Yeah, I think if Jose Peseiro was the numero uno, the all and all decision-making, well, let's say faculty of the Super Eagles, I would definitely say no. But the fact that he has able and dogged assistants, these are people that know Nigeria. These are people that have played for abroad and they are Nigerians. So you will now bring in the Nigerian factor into coaching a team like Nigeria, because Jose Peseiro doesn't have that in his CV. You understand? So that is where the technical crew will definitely come in. And the playing in Africa is definitely different. This is not World Cup. You understand? There is a limit to what you, as a manager, trained in Europe, played in Europe, than when you're not talking about playing African football. So these are the areas where I believe that the technical bench.
Irrespective if you are playing in Europe, you must have this attribute of
African football that we're talking about here. So that is the area where I feel the technical crew will now come in and shove that area of his own inadequacies. And they probably, if he's that kind of a coach that really wants the success of his paymaster, he will definitely have to work head in head, you understand, with these people here, because they are definitely coming in with different angles. You see most times, even in club football, where you see coaches like Arteta and then what was his name? Pep Guardiola, having that, you know, back and forth discussion with his team. You understand? Technical crew. That's to make you understand that as a coach, there are things you might not see. Your technical crew might see them. You understand? And they don't come to you and say, what do you think we should do based on this and stuff like that? And then you see people bringing out ideas, and then the coach will now implement one of those ideas. So definitely that's why you have a technical crew, so that all heads coming together will definitely give you the result that you need come the end of the day. It's as simple as that. So I wish him all the very best, and let him make use of the knowledge of those people, because those are meant to be his trusted allies, you understand? So if your trusted allies are giving you the right, will I say, input into getting the match sorted out, why wouldn't you take it from there?
All right, Jose Peseiro, we are all watching on Friday. Let's see
How you go.
about it and the technicalities that we want to be seeing. You know, everybody is clamoring for good football because we have vibrant young players now. They are all playing well, you know.
No excuses.
No excuses at all.
Ekweme, these 2 matches, no excuse.
There mustn't be any.
The least I want to see is 3-3-0.
Okay.
The least.
You've had
That's
this.
me. The least
It's
I
not
want to see.
speculation, or it's a
The
mandate.
least.
That's a mandate.
3-3-0.
Yes.
6 goals. Clean
Assistant NFF chairman is giving you mandates now that you must, you know, deliver. All right. After some level of outstanding performances, Cole Palmer received England senior column. Cole Palmer is a young English player, 21 years.
Yeah.
And we are still trying to understand why Guardiola had to sell this
I don't
guy
understand.
off. We don't really
This
know
is
what
somebody
really
that
happened.
spent 14 years at the academy.
And this guy just came in. We thought this guy
Scored
would
the only goal in the, what
against
is it called?
Arsenal.
No, apart from that one in the Super Cup.
Super Cup. And this guy, with everybody, we were all clamoring, say, wow, we found a replacement for Mahrez. But all of a sudden, he placed the guy for a transfer and sold him off to Chelsea. And today, the guy has gotten a call-up to the senior national team, the Three Lion. Now, this young lad has done well for himself. There's no two ways about it.
There's no two ways about that.
There's this, you know.
No, Ekweme, who can come up at the 93rd minute against the champions 3 times, as in treble winning champions, to score a penalty at that time of the match?
The guy is
21-year-old. Yes. I'm sure there were players much older than him that will say, I don't think I can go and play this penalty.
The guy is very positive, and he has this positive mind. Whenever he comes in, he believes in himself that he's going to change the game. He believes he has this thing in him that he's going to, you know, transform the game.
I remember one of the comments. I mean, the journalist asked Guardiola, "How do you feel that 2 of your players that you sold came back to haunt you in this game?" He said, "Well, that's football." That him knew that Sterling and Palmer were good players, but like you need to reshuffle your team. So they needed.
You know, most of the times coaches, I don't know if they purposely do this or they are under pressure to do it. You know, they just close their eyes and, you know, dash out
players to
the player who has, you know, contributed
empower your opponent,
and they fully know that immediately this guy leaves, there's going to be a vacuum. They will still go ahead to sanction such sales, and they will now come back home and start regretting why they did that.
I remember Sir Alex Ferguson saying that the greatest mistake he made, when it has to do with players selling and stuff like that, was selling Jaap Stam. That if Jaap Stam had been in Manchester United, those 2 Champions League finals they lost to Barcelona and Messi, you understand, would definitely not have gone. That was a statement a coach made. And for somebody in the caliber of Sir Alex Ferguson to come up and say that, that's to tell you the value. And Jaap Stam now went to AC Milan to win Champions League. So you now begin to wonder, this, like Riley said, what goes behind the mind of these coaches when they are allowing these players to
just live like that?
Sometimes it baffles me. That's the beauty of football anyway.
Okay. Out of Cole Palmer, we want to congratulate him because he deserves it. He deserves it. There's no 2 ways about it. This guy has been outstanding, has been doing a very, very good job for Chelsea. And that's it. Next is, if this report is anything to go by, Leicester City could lose their midfielder Wilfred Ndidi to Barcelona. That's the latest report that Barcelona are seriously looking to beef up their midfield, and Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester City is in their radar now. Wow. Irrespective that he is injured for the past 4 matches, he has not played. And that's why he won't be part of these
qualifiers.
Two qualifiers. Yeah. But this guy, everybody knows whenever he's fit and he's in the pitch, this guy knows what to do. And the new coach, their coach, Enzo Macara, has changed his formation, no longer play deep. He plays as a supporting striker, and ever since then, you could see in this game has
really improved.
And changed.
And then even Leicester City's goal scoring prowess
Yes,
equally
now
improved.
when the strikers are scoring, him too.
He's assisting.
He's
Yeah.
assisting, and he's also scoring. Now Baka is coming for this young man. How do you where do you see this guy? How do you see him if he goes to Baka?
Sincerely speaking, like we keep on saying, and that is what we normally say when we talk sports and when we do sport. When you are at the peak of your career, my brother, my sister, always keep your game up. Because when you're playing for yourself and for your paymaster, it will definitely reap positive rewards. And that is what we are seeing here. For teams like Baka to come looking for you, what else is left there? These are the top echelons of world football. You understand?
Yeah.
So when they come looking for you, that means there is something that you're definitely doing and doing correctly. So kudos to this young man for the hard work he has been doing, because this is not just something that happened yesterday.
Last night thing.
No, this is a last night thing.
It's a consistent.
This is the consistency he has been putting in at Leicester City when they were still in Premiership. You could see teams go down, and a particular player will be singled out of a relegated team, just like we saw with Nathan Ake at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Bournemouth went down, but at the same time they picked what is it called? Manchester City came and picked a player. You understand?
£30 million.
You understand? So these are the areas where we say if you're good at what you're doing, definitely the sky is just your will I say your beginning point. So kudos to this young man. I wish he goes down to Baka and then proves to Nigerians, because Barcelona is one place Nigerians have really featured very few. I think after Amunike and what's his name?
Gbenga Okonowo.
You understand? I can't remember any other. Well, okay, there
Omorodion is there now, and but he went on.
And even one of the Babangidas too. One of the Babangidas played in Barcelona too. So kudos to him. I wish him the very best.
All right, Chubakpom has asked Ayers fans to exercise patience with them as they begin to find
their form,
their rhythm back. This guy has been consistent ever since the new coach stepped in. Ayers went down to 16th, but now they are in 12th.
They were at one point, they were even at
the bottom.
The bottom.
Yes, but now they are 12th position, and thank God Chubakpom has been part of the history that is bringing them up to where they belong. He has scored 4 goals already for them, and he says their fans should exercise more patience, that a patient dog eats the fattest bone, that they are coming up. So we believe they will be coming up. All right, last in our story before we wrap it up. I rejected Saudi Arabia temptation to remain with Napoli. That's the word from Osimhen, Victor Osimhen, who said, these people nearly cost me into a very big temptation. But he had to stand his ground to say no to the Saudi Arabians.
What was
maybe if he had gone to that place, maybe he wouldn't have been 8th on the Ballon d'Or. Maybe. The chances might be dim.
That wouldn't have affected his Ballon d'Or rating, you understand? But then at the same time, Saudi Arabia, as far as I know, you understand? In fact, for you to resist Saudi Arabia, then that means you must have a very good crew around you. Because the incentives, it's not just
it's not something you just even the crew you are talking about.
Yeah, the incentive
push you into it.
The incentive is not just for you.
Yes.
These are incentives that cut across the person that is playing football.
Yes.
It will definitely get down to your parents, your brothers, your sisters.
Everybody
they will look for every person around you to say
the PAs that have PA and the other PA that have PAs.
This is how we want to do, because when I was reading about the incentive of Mohamed Salah, I said, man, it will only take maybe the sacrifices of the club Liverpool for that young man to still remain in Liverpool, because what they came with was just too much. You understand? But then I think he made the right decision by staying back at Napoli.
And his new coach, he has been having issues with him. Reports coming there is that Rudi Garcia is about to be relieved of his duty as the Napoli coach. And the Marseille coach, Tudor Igor is being marked to take over from Rudi Garcia. Well, let's see how it goes. By next week, we'll know who is going to be the new coach of Napoli. This is where we'll be running off our Sports Flash today on ABS television. I want you to know that every Tuesday we'll be here to give you some of the sports stories and football that happened during the course of the weekend. My name is Lekweme Daniel, and this is where we'll say bye for now.
And I'm Ajul Chukwu.